Alright, Arlo.
Hey guys, I'm here with the Arctic.
Oh my god.
What?
Cringe. What's up, guy? You gotta do the... Okay, screw this. We're
no.
doing... Unboxing. Have fun. Go. I forgot to turn the camera around, so hang on. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the North. Today we will be reviewing surf casting setups, and kind of different for the channel, but yeah, we're gonna be reviewing some of the stuff I use for surf casting. So I have two setups, plus there's a bonus unboxing. My friend Arlo just bought a really nice, like $300 setup. All of mine are like 150 bucks or something like that. Real cheap budget items, so that's another thing if you want a budget reel and rod and setup and everything. I will show you how to do it. Let me show you, I'm gonna play the unboxing for you real quick, and that'll get right into it. Hi, it's Arlo.
Okay guys, we're here with the Arctic Circle and we are unboxing a new reel.
That's actually, this isn't on the Arctic Circle either. This is gonna be on the Last Frontier channel. So
it's the same thing.
It's a
Just
different
subscribe
channel.
to all.
Oh my god. You bought a reel, didn't you?
I did buy a reel.
Alright,
it's a reel.
It's a reel.
Whoa.
This is the...
Yeah.
This is almost cringier than my introspection video.
Okay, that was horrible.
Did you remember watching? Were you in the class for that?
I don't even think so.
Alright.
Look at
this. So we got a spooled with 65, what's that in? 65 pound line, 550 yards on it. What brand is it?
Oh, this is
say on the side. That's that brand.
BG-8000.
Yeah, BG.
And listen to it.
Yeah, here, you gotta. This is different. You gotta turn that. It's slightly different.
Oh yeah.
ASMR over here.
Oh yeah.
No, this is the 8000 model. I have an 8000 over here. My SST-8000. And
why is this just so much fun?
yeah, this is a really good reel. What was that? 160
bucks.
60 bucks. My reel was 75. So both of those reels are 75 bucks. So this is a much better reel. Yeah. Put the handle on it.
No, that's forwards. Is this backwards or is this forwards?
Did it stop? Tighten it?
Stop tight.
Okay, now put it on the reel. On the rod, whatever that thing's called.
This is actually a reel.
A real good rod. Okay.
We support swear.
Yeah. So air rotor BG-8000 on a what's this brand reel?
Oh, this is a.
It's an Okuma. Okuma is a good company. I'm not sure if you know what that is. Longitude CX. A Longitude CX. So that's another 12 foot heavy action rod. Good for you.
Nice.
This is a 5-point braid designed 5.3 to 1 gear ratio.
What's the drag?
Looks like max drag 33 pounds. That's pretty good. Mine's max drag is 42 pounds. But my reel is 4.9 to 1. My other reel is 5.1 something to, I think it's 5 something to 1. This guy. Just a comparison. These are both 9-foot rods. As you saw in that video, Arlo's got a brand new 12-foot, I'm trying to remember what it was from a few days ago, Okuma. And it's an Okuma reel, 12 foot long. He's got an 8000 wide reel. And that company, it was BG or something like that. I forget what it is. BG-8000 is the reel. And that one says 8000 size reel. It's a little bit bigger than my 8000 size reel. But his is holding about 500, and this is spooled with about 520 yards of 65 pound braid. So that's pretty good. But let me turn the camera around and I'll get you going on my setups now. Alrighty, so we're just gonna start right up here. This is a 9-foot ugly stick, Bigwater. I think it's medium heavy action. Yeah, medium heavy action. Extended. So the difference about the Bigwater series is they have the extended butt stock for casting and for keeping in your rod holder. And let's see if I can get the whole thing in frame here. It's about 9 foot. So Arlo's was 12 foot. The thing I don't like about this is when I'm holding it, it's way out. And Arlo's is even worse. His is about, I don't know, about 3 feet away from him. I'll show you how this fits on me real quick. But yeah, that's the rod. It's a 9 foot ugly stick Bigwater. So you can see right here, just with this rod, I have to, hang on, take that off. Just with this rod, I have to be out here, and this is manageable. It's not the worst, it's not the best, but it's definitely manageable. Arlo's is probably about right here, which is kind of annoying, but that's the trade-offs. With this one, let's get into the reel now. This is let's see, turn this around here. So this is a Offshore Angler. Let's see if I can. Offshore Angler SaltStriker SST-8000. Right there. So it's an 8,000 wide reel. It's spooled with probably about 300 yards of 50-pound line, and that's because I've lost a lot of line. I've used this a lot. I was one time I lost an entire cast of line, which is probably about close to 50 to 100 yards of line, so it's probably around 300 right about now. 50-pound braid on it. Cool feature about this is there's a switch down to go from, what is this called? The main drag to the secondary drag. So this is really light, and then you turn it, watch this flick here, go, and then it flicks onto main drag. So it's really good for bait fishing, for fish that are particular about feeling the bait and stuff, so that's nice. Yeah, that's pretty much the stats. If you want to see, this is a nice type of handle, by the way. Most of them are rounded, and my other one's rounded, and I'll talk about that when I get to it. But if you want to see more on this reel, 4.9 to 1, you keep that in mind. That's the gear ratio. If you want to see more on this reel, there's a short on my channel, and I go into, I think, the same amount of depth I did here, but it's only on the reel. All right, on to my next setup. Okay, so as always, you can always go in the comments and ask any questions you want about these two setups, anything I missed. I'm kind of low on storage space right now, so I'm going to try and keep the videos a little bit shorter. Once I get this video out, I'll have more storage space, but also that setup, the reel costs $75 brand new, I think. I don't know what it costs to spool it with 50-pound line. And the rod costs about the same, about 70 to 80 bucks. And that's just we have a local store called B&J's, and if anybody's in Anchorage, you know it's a really good store. But if you're coming through Anchorage or something, go to B&J's. It's debatably one of the better fishing stores in Anchorage. So let's just get right into my next setup. This is my second one, and this is a brand new one, by the way. It hasn't even been used yet. Here's my second setup. This is a 9-foot surf casting rod. The difference, this is a Kunin, let's see, what does the tag say? K6700, because it doesn't actually have a cool name, it's just a number. Kunin K6700. The difference from this than the ugly stick is how short the buttstock is, and that affects a few things. It affects your casting range, and it affects your just putting it into a rod holder. It's kind of more annoying. It doesn't have as much surface area in the rod holder, but it is much more comfortable to fight a fish, and I'll show you how this one compares real quick. So this one sits about right here, and this is much more comfortable. This is about what I'm used to, and yeah, just another thing I forgot. This is a medium action, so it's slightly lighter than my other one, but it would still handle most fish that you are capable of. By the way, this rod, this Kunin rod at B&J's runs for $28.99. That's right, you heard me right, 29 bucks. And of course, I was like, 29 bucks, of course I'm going to take this reel. Obviously, there's going to be some quality issues, but I'm willing to ride with quality issues when it's 29 bucks. I mean, you might as well if it's cheap enough. And I guess if it breaks or anything, I'll tell you if it's not a very good reel after some time, but or rod after some time. But now the reel here. This is a Penn Pursuit, here we go, right here. Penn Pursuit for 6,000 size reel. So this is a smaller reel, but it actually has more line on it than my other one. And that, well, for one, I haven't casted it and lost a bunch of line, but for two, it's thinner line. So this is spooled with not 50, 30 pound braid, 30 pound mono for about, I'm gonna say 200 yards, and then another 220 yards of 30 pound braid. And I did that because mono's cheaper and I was on a fixed budget. And so I'm running with half and half, which is kind of opposite, but braid doesn't stretch, and that's the other thing. If you're getting a short casting rod, you want braid, and that's because you just get so much better range with braid in my experience than mono. I have mono on there, so it took up room, so it was less expensive. And again, the guy at B&J's knew I was on a budget, and he told me he could do that, and he also took 200 yards off of my final total, which was about 420, 450 yards of total line on this, and most of that 200 yards of that is braid, and that's fine. I also have replacement 30 pound for this, but this is spooled nice. There is no switch on it, and it's kind of a different system where you have to unscrew it like this instead of having just a fixed rod going through. But yeah, so this reel ran me 75 bucks, and the line, 200 yards of 30 pound braid, will run you 32 bucks, I think, on the dot. The conversion at B&J's is 16 cents a yard for 20 to 80 pound braid, any color. And yeah, so the things I don't like about this reel is there's no free spool switch, there's no okay, sorry, you got cut out there, or I got cut out there. I was just, something happened. How do I have 14 minutes of... Okay, so I just went and deleted one app to get more storage, and I got 14 minutes of extra storage for a video. All right, whatever. What I was saying was, what I don't like is there's no free spool, there's no secondary drag, and this knob, and you can see right here, it's just weird. It's not the flat ones, and me and Arlo both agree that the circular ones they're just weird. My dad has one like this too, that's a ball on his, and again, not very good. The one thing I will say about this is my saltwater, or not my offshore angler reel on that rod is kind of crap because it was 75 bucks, but saltwater or offshore angler isn't a very good or a very well-known company. It's a smaller company, so I'm assuming that's why. This is a Penn reel, and even though it's cheaper, I know Penn's a little bit of a higher quality company, so I'm hoping this one isn't going to start falling apart as soon. And by falling apart, I mean like the screws holding this part and this part on. It's just this. The main part is actually holding really well. It's just the small screws for aesthetics and the bail on the outside that are causing a problem. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that I can think of right now. This setup cost me 135 bucks. So this was a really nice setup. Again, don't know how the rod's gonna perform for 29 bucks, but we'll see. I'll give you an update eventually. And I don't know how this reel's gonna perform either. So far it's nice. I haven't used it, but I mean, I like looking at it, and I'm talking to you about it. But we'll see. And 30 pounds should come off the reel a little bit better than 50 pounds, just because it's thinner, it's lighter line. Well, maybe this one will have really good, equal or better casting range than my other rod at a 9-foot rod. So yeah, if you have any questions, throw it in the comment section. I'm happy to answer. Bear in mind, it might take me a while. It takes me a while to get to comments, and sometimes I just go through these phases where I really want to do like YouTube stuff, and then I start getting like discouraged because it doesn't work, or so far it's not working. But it's mostly me because I don't make good content. This is kind of the best I can do. I'm aware of that. I'm trying to get funds to make better content, you know, like GoPro first person stuff. That will come in the future. Also, I'm not very good at a YouTuber, so I keep looking like this because I look at myself in the camera and not at the camera. But that's because I'm filming on a tablet, so bear with me. If you have any comments or questions, I will probably get to them within the next day or two of after you comment it, but I might not see it for a while. It's also because I have 6 channels to run, and don't ask, or you can ask me why. It was just a long answer. I don't feel like filming the answer for that. Short answer, I have a lot of things I want to do, and I don't. And if you, random channels just never blow up, so you need a specific channel. Specific, I guess, idea. What is it? The word I'm looking for. Niche, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, if you have any questions, comment them down below. I am happy to answer them. Unless they're weird, don't ask me weird questions, please. Like, I'm not giving you my address. But yeah, and if you enjoyed this video, go and sink down to that subscribe button, down towards Davy Jones' locker. You know what I mean. You know that one button, or else the Kraken will get you. I'll see you in the next one.